Welcome back to Chatham Main Line and London Blackfriars. Today the Thameslink Class 700 was released, so we jump in and run a scenario to see what it's all about. We'll be starting at Orpington Platform 6 and heading to London Blackfriars Platform 4, stopping at all stations. With a total of 14 stops we'll be making, it went by quickly as the AI services along the run were well done, spotting Southeastern Class 465s, 375s and 377, along with Southern Class 377 and some other Thameslink Class 700s. It's good to finally have some Thameslink on board in Train Simulator, and hope more can arise in the future. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that like and also subscribe to see more. You can find links in the description along with my Discord server if you're interested in the chat or to access my route maps. Good evening driver, welcome aboard this Class 700. Today you'll be taking this Class 700 on service 9 Kilo 86 from Orpington to London Blackfriars, and you'll be calling at all stations today and there will be no expected delays en route. Please allow passengers to board here before departing. Welcome to Chatham. Not literally Chatham, but we are currently at Orpington, but it's certainly the Chatham route. So get all this all sorted. Where was my wipers? I think it's that one. Cool. So we are in the Thameslink Class 700. So recently just released. So jumping in and doing this quite busy schedule. So we'll be starting at Orpington, ending up in London Blackfriars. So we'll be stopping at Pettswood, Bickley, Bromley South, Shortlands, Ravensbourne, Beckenham, Bellingham, Catford, Crofton Park, Nunhead, Peckham Rye, Denmark Hill and Elephant and Castle before heading to London Blackfriars. Next stop will be Pettswood and then all stops to London Blackfriars today. Why, thank you. Alrighty, we'll pop our DR off and get going. So yeah, I had a little jump in here just so I could record the kind of like the scenario shots. I haven't actually played the scenario itself because yeah, I'm pretty much in third person camera when I do all that stuff. So we'll see how I go without the HUD. I actually haven't mapped everything out, so it should be interesting, but yeah, I might be right. Drop my blind a little bit glary. But yeah, it's good that we finally have Thameslink in the game because yeah, a lot of people are going to be using them for, you know, scenario creation, and especially me because I've been starting to do the workshop stuff. Haven't uploaded anything, but I'm still kind of getting my bearings on the building side of it all. So it's a lot to learn, especially if you want to do it, you know, a decent one. But yeah, one thing I noticed when I was doing the cinematic shots is pretty sure Denny possibly would have done this scenario because the AI is, you know, really good. And yeah, I know Denny's been doing quite a bit on the Chatham stuff. So he certainly does a fantastic job. But if it is Dovetail, then do apologise. But yeah, too used to Dovetail routes and scenarios being basically bare empty. Well, we got speed of 70 here. We're coming up to Pettswood. Pretty sure it's just up here. Yes, I know. And yeah, one thing I really struggle with the combined brake and throttle is you don't really have any audible, you know, noticeable clicks when you're in the middle. So you kind of have to, you got this little hiss of the brakes when you're pretty much neutral. And yeah, that's basically what you have to, you know, look for. Unless of course you play with the HUD, then you can just look at some numbers. But yeah, so against the HUD. Hate it. We got some 375s slow down. Cool. Alrighty, nice. 465 as well. But yeah, 100% around this area is definitely my favourite. You know, being Australian, I honestly don't know anything about Australian locos and train routes. But pretty much only know stuff that I play in Train Sim. And yeah, most of it is UK stuff. But we'll be heading to Bickley next. And pretty sure it's around the corner, if I recall correctly. Was that mine? Yeah. And off we go. So I did edit this route, made it just cloudy instead of rain, but yeah. I'll upload the video how it actually is. So I only get 3 scenarios. So it's a little disappointing, but one thing I would love them to do is to update all of the original scenarios for the route and add the Thameslink in it. Wishful thinking, I doubt it will happen, but yeah. One could only hope. Yeah, I do get quite a bit of stutters when it's raining. More so than in, you know, normal sunny or cloudy weather. Pop it down to 30 while we go around here. But yeah, heaps of AI, it's great. It's what all scenarios should be like. So yeah, there's a lot of negative about all the sounds in the loco. Apparently, you know, a lot of reused sounds, you know. I don't know why people are surprised about that. The majority of content is all reused sounds. You know, should be used to it. It's one thing I stopped doing years ago is, you know, stop expecting too much. Because you're going to be, you know, pretty much let down. But yeah, just kind of get in the mindset of, is what it is. You either enjoy it or you don't. Sugar, there's another 30. So wasn't paying attention. Whoopsie. Oh well, can't be perfect. Look like a shopping trolley on the side of the road there. Not the road, the track. Derp. Not driving a car. Queue around here, we should have Bickley. Then we got a couple signals first. But yeah, I was currently doing a scenario on this Chatham route about the, what is it, the Sheerness branch. God, having such a mind blank. But I haven't done it for a while. I've been too busy doing other stuff in Train Sim World 2. Because yeah, I much prefer to play Train Sim World 2, like the services, over the scenarios and whatnot in Train Sim 20XX. But coming up on Bickley now. Yeah, the brakes take a bit to get used to, because unlike, you know, the majority of the locos, the brakes feel a bit more like Train Sim World 2, where they're a bit more spongy. You know, trying to simulate the weight of the loco. So I may overshoot, undershoot, whichever. I'll try and do my best. A little bit over on that one, but not too fussed. But yeah, I'm completely against buying, you know, standalone loco DLCs in Train Sim 20XX. Purely because, you know, a lot of the detail that I enjoy in 20XX is, you know, everything that goes into the route building. I find the standalone locos pretty much, that's all they are, is just a lot of reused stuff. Features are pretty bare bones. Yeah, it's just not really my cup of tea. Although buying the locos in Train Sim World 2 is, yeah, a bit different. As a 377. Yeah, a bit different for me because just in general the locos in there, you know, you get more features to play around with. So 100%, the only reason I brought this loco is purely for my scenario creation when I start to do, you know, a bit more full on with that. But we'll head to Bromley South next. We'll chase down this 377. Oh, bit laggy. Ah, has he got a red? Sucks to be you, dude. Still gonna beat ya. Yeah, I'm really not sure how I'm going to be going with this timetable, whether I'm going to be on time or late. Train Sim 20XX, I'm usually always late because, you know, just because of the way they're built. But if it is Denny doing it, then 100% it will be achievable. Find out at the end. Alrighty. Oh, we got a Southern 377 as well. AI everywhere. Love it. Probably blinding the dudes on the platform. I might overshoot this one. Yeah, bugger. Too busy looking at the dudes on the platform. Not to worry. So we're going to short lanes next. Not bad lighting in the tunnel. Certainly better than the Train Sim World 2 lighting on most locos. Probably turn this off while I'm stationary. And pretty sure that was mine. Sorry if it wasn't. Yeah, one thing I wish we had, I'm not sure if the real loco has it or not, but like a, you know, a power meter or whatnot. So I could actually visually see what I'm doing rather than, you know, by sound. Really should buy a rail driver. It's been on my list to do, but I'll get there. Maybe one day. One thing that kind of puts me off is just from the photos I see, like, the levers look so small. So I'm sure like once you're using it, it increases the immersion quite a bit. So 100% I will get one. It's just, yeah, a matter of when I actually bother doing it. I think it's around, somewhere around like 250 Australian. So like not too bad when it comes to, you know, controller devices for simulators. Certainly spent a lot more on my aviation stuff. But I've been looking into upgrading my yoke and quadrant and pedals and whatnot. Maybe not my pedals, there's nothing wrong with my rudder pedals. But yeah, definitely the yoke and quadrant that I have is well used. It's probably about I'd say maybe 15-ish years old and still going. It's the C-Tech, and I've done the rubber band mod many years ago on it, which I haven't used the yoke for a long time, so rubber bands are probably all deteriorated. So, well, I think it is time for upgrade. And I also want to get like all the truck sim stuff, and there's also some farming sim controllers that I want. Oh, so much stuff that I want. I'll get there. No rush for anything. And we'll head to Ravensbourne next. See, all the stops are pretty in close quarters with each other. I mean, really doing this run, like, you don't honestly need to know the track speed, really. Because, yeah, unless you want to race like a freaking F1 driver, you honestly don't need to get up to speed. I think one thing, it's a bit glitchy with the rain there, but yeah, one thing I wish this scenario had was a bit more signals. You know, some ambers and maybe some reds. Can't win them all. And passengers are certainly in a rough ride here. Do apologise. Yeah, the modeling's certainly pretty good. I think the texturing is a bit too clean. It'd be nice to have a bit of a weathering on it, or even a weather variety. But I'm sure the community will work out all that. As always. Alrighty, next one will be Beckenham Hill. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm up to. I haven't been paying attention too much. Yeah, the model does look pretty good, and I've read that it is quite accurate to the real deal. Another thing that I really wish we had though is some kind of indicator about my door being open or closed, because I don't know if I'm blind, but I literally cannot see anything like that. So yeah, you gotta pay attention to the dinging sound if you are HUDless. But again, if you play with the HUD, then just simply look at it. That's how it works, isn't it? But I did start mapping out this Chatham route in, you know, my little Google Map guide things that I do, but again, just got a bit sidetracked, and, you know, with Christmas and all that, mainly been doing uploads and focusing on the channel opposed to those, but we'll be going back to them pretty soon. Because yeah, I like to use them, you know, for my own personal use. Playing without the HUD certainly makes it a lot easier. And because I, you know, go from content to content, I'm not someone who will memorize a route, because I'll play that route one day, and during that day I'll probably play, you know, several other ones. I think the only routes I've actually learnt, you know, back in the day, I'm going too fast here, slow down, where the London Faversham, and I think it was the Riviera line. Yeah, the Riviera line was quite short anyway, so that one was pretty easy to remember. Cool. So Bellingham next. I'll just double check that I do know where I am. Yeah, all good. I'm not crazy. I could do this all day. Alrighty, off we go. Still in our 60 zone. I think after Bellingham we'll have a bit of a drop though to 40 and then 50. Where is the question though? I roughly know where, but you know, I'll probably drive a bit cautious because yeah, 100% I don't know exactly where. But Bellingham should be just around this corner. Yeah, it most certainly is. So we're about halfway through our stops now, so doing quite nicely if I don't say so myself. There's another Thameslink. But yeah, one thing I got to do with my scenario creation is find, you know, some timetables. Well, I'm overshooting this one. Yeah, it's the second time. You know. But yeah, like, I kind of roughly know what trains go, you know, around what areas, but when it comes to what trains stop at what stations and whatnot, you know, that bit I'm kind of a bit unsure on. So yeah, I got to look into some actual real life timetables there. If anyone knows of any good sites, then do link them below. Probably get flagged in the comments for posting the link. So why am I not working? What's going on here? So that's what I mean about I wish I had a freaking indicator for the door, because the other one was the other Thameslink. So we'll check that. Yeah, Catford. Because I wasn't sure if it might have had that one register for me, but it did. All good. And yeah, it pretty much sounded like it was my one, but oh well. Can only do what I'm given. We'll be heading to Catford. Oh, here's my 40 board, so bump it down. And one thing that I am glad to see with this loco is the speedo actually works, because yeah, over the years there's been so many issues with the speedo not matching the actual HUD. So the HUD speed will be the correct speed, the speedo speed will be the incorrect speed. But because I don't use the HUD, it means I'm kind of driving blind. Because in this Chatham route, the 465, yeah, major issues with the speedo. Like that one was pretty bad. The faster you go, the more out it goes. You know, I think it's up to about 15 miles per hour. It's incorrect. And that's around when you're traveling about 70. So you technically have to learn, you know, if I'm going 50, then I'm really going, you know, maybe 60. It's a bit dumb, but I'm not going to hold my breath for any fixes coming, because yeah, it's been many years that has been a problem with DLC. You just got to accept it. Same with reuse sounds. Move on. It's so much fun. Oh God. Next we'll be heading to Crofton Park. I think we got a little bit more of a distance, so we may get up to our current speed now is 50. I'm not sure what all these little gadgets are for. My door's even closed. No, it's still going. Is that mine? Yes, it was mine. Ah, yeah, the DSD also goes off if you're stationary for too long. So, might try and remember to chuck it in neutral. See, I don't know if that's an actual thing as well, because I thought once you're stationary, it kind of disables it. But I could be, yeah, entirely wrong there. But yeah, I just don't recall driving any locos in either Train Sim World 2 or 20XX that it did that, so who knows? Cool, so Crofton should be somewhere close by. There's that little hiss, so kind of more or less in neutral. Yeah, I think it's just around this tiny little bend here. Whoop. Speeding up. Alrighty. I have brought the HUD up a couple times, but one thing I haven't done is actually check how I'm going with time. It's alright, I might leave it until the end. Surprise myself. And it's also pretty easy to pop it into the emergency braking as well, so got to be careful with that one. Because yeah, most locos will have kind of like a little stopper that you would have to push that little bit harder in the game, I mean. I'm sure it's like that in real life as well, but who knows. But yeah, this one just doesn't seem to feel like it's got that little stopper. So quite easy to pop it in there. That's what she said. But we're heading to Nuthead next. So we'll have another decrease of 40 coming up. Then we'll be heading up to 60. Oh, there's a DSD again. I don't know if it's DSD, DVD. I kind of get confused on, you know, the differences between the two. Because I know they're kind of big differences. So I apologize if it's not DSD. But what do we got? 5 more stops, I believe. And then I think I might quickly try and edit this video and have some freaking lunch because I'm starving. Might have some bacon and egg rolls, I reckon. Well, I shouldn't think about food. I'll just watch the wipers instead. Oh, stupid lag. Oh god. Yeah. A double amber here. I'm so speeding again. Certainly not having a good run with that. Yeah, the trick is to, you know, don't try and be right on the speed limit because, you know, it's not a race. Just take your time. Give yourself a buffer. A single amber. I think that's our 40 board there. And here we are at Nunhead. Cool. I'll remember that 60 once I get going again. Do have to say there's certainly a lot of weird names in the UK. Well, I guess that's everywhere. Australia's got some pretty freaking retarded ones. I don't know if you could hear my belly rumble on the microphone, but freaking starving. Alright, pop it in neutral, remembered this time. Cool, next one will be Peckham Rye. I think we got another drop of 40 coming up as well. After Peckham we got Denmark Hill, Elephant and Castle, and London Blackfriars. Man, maybe I should have turned the rain off because just better viewing. I actually haven't uploaded a scenario on this route yet. I actually do have some 375 ones planned. I think it's the one where, you know, it's the 3-part. So part 1 and 2 is actually going to be a combined video. So they're both going to be running, you know, simultaneously with each other. And the 3rd part will be just, you know, a separate video. So really it'll be 2 videos but 3 scenarios. I think that's our 40 board right there. Slow down. Q. And here we are at Peckham Rye. I know some stations have been tooting the horn, but I don't know if it's actual procedure that you have to do it when you're approaching. I know it's a safety thing, but yeah, I don't know if it's mandatory. Cool. Pretty sure that one was pretty spot on there. Neutral again. Go me, remember twice now. Yeah, very miserable weather. I hear a train somewhere. What do we got? What is it? Southern 377. Yeah, I'm not sure how much of this route the Southerns run on. Because yeah, if it was a decent amount, I question why they didn't bother doing any scenarios for it. But yeah, it might only be a small part of it. Alrighty, Denmark Hill coming up. So I think we're still in the 40, but we've got a 60 coming. Yeah, want to race, do ya? No chance of the Thameslink. It's pretty cool. I do like being side by side. Nice, nice. But yeah, really well done with the AI. Can't even remember what I am. I think I'm a 8-car commuter today. I actually haven't even counted or looked into it. And neutral again. Go me. Alrighty, next one will be Elephant and Castle. So I think we got a divergent up ahead, so it'll be 20. And then we'll be bumping it up to 60. Well, we'll also be doing a video that kind of goes over, you know, all the connecting routes around UK, like the Chatham area, London, Brighton, things like that. Because yeah, there are a lot of routes available that are actually all connected within this certain area, which is pretty cool. Through the last sale, and I actually noticed there's another freaking sale started now. Yeah, the last sale I brought a few of them, so I'm pretty sure I own all of them now. But sure enough, I'll probably miss some. Please note, you may be held at signals between here and Elephant and Castle today. Keep that in mind. We'll chase down this southern. Actually, we won't, because I think I'm going the other way. Sorry, I was just getting a bit comfy. I should have locked my TrackIR. I didn't though. Yeah, there's no point speeding up. I'm just gonna stick to the 20 because it's just up here anyway. And yeah, from here to Elephant and Castle is probably the longest distance we have through the run between stops. Yeah, we'll be starting to get into the city area. Well, maybe I could have sped up. Was a fair distance away, really. Oh, shush. Oh, once you're beeping. Frickin' annoying. Still find it funny though that, you know, when I first brought Train Sim 2014 back in the day, didn't know a thing about trains. I'm a sim enthusiast, not a rail enthusiast. So yeah, like, had no idea what frickin' AWS was, didn't know why my train kept braking, you know, the e-brakes. I was like, what's going on? But yeah, once I learn everything, it's pretty cool. Still would say I'm not a rail enthusiast, I'm still a sim enthusiast, but I do enjoy, you know, doing all this train stuff. Someone dumped their filthy mattresses. Disgusting. Cute. So around here we'll have a 60. And then we've got quite a few signals until Elephant and Castle. All clear. Not just yet though. I think I just see the 60 board up ahead, just past the signal there. Oh, wrong way. Starting to slow down a bit too much. Now I'm speeding up a bit too much. Now I'll probably slow down a bit too much, who knows? But yeah, knowing how long my train was would have been helpful beforehand, so I know, you know, rough guess of when the rears passed. But I'm pretty sure I am a 8-car commuter. So yeah, what I do when I'm trying to judge the rear is I look ahead and I try and visualize the length of the train. So you visualize the length of the train, how far up would it be if I was to say from here, and I'd probably say, you know, just at the wall just up ahead there. I'd say that would be roughly about 8 cars. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be, you know, spot on. Again, you're not in a F1 race. I mean, sure, the passengers would like to get there on time, but it should be plenty of time. Just chillax. But yeah, a lot of people are, you know, a bit put off with not playing with the HUD. But really, like, I've been doing it since day one of when I played, or when I brought Train Sim 2014. I mean, sure, I have to, you know, make all these freaking maps so I can know where everything is, but, you know, that's just something that I like to do personally. Don't know why I'm slowing down yet. Elephant and Castle is around where that big ass building is there. So I got a bit to go. But yeah, back in the day before I actually did, you know, proper route maps like I do now, my notes was pretty much dots and dashes. And yeah, even though it worked pretty well back in the day, if I went back to that, you know, a couple months later, I wouldn't have a clue how to read it. It was more of this thing of, you know, you do it now, record a video, couple days later, see how well you go. That's basically how I kind of did it, because I never mapped it out first and then did a video straight away. I like to try and challenge myself to see how much I do remember. More or less, you know, it worked pretty well. Certainly wasn't spot on with, you know, where the reductions were and whatnot, but, and yeah, I do have a bunch of videos up where I made a ton of mistakes. Actually uploaded a short just before I started this recording of me completely forgetting to enable the braking system in the DBBR 612 in Train Sim World 2, so certainly wasn't fun, but it ended alright. Can't complain. Train didn't stop, so that's alright. But yeah, if I didn't work out what the issue was, I would have had those e-brakes slam on, because, you know, I just crossed a 60 reduction, so I had to acknowledge PZB. And yeah, once that timer runs out, bam. That's all she wrote. Yeah, we've probably got a longer stop here. And our next one will be our end, London Blackfriars. So we'll be stopping at platform 4. So this route does actually have a Thameslink station. So I don't know why they didn't do something in there. Maybe it's not 100% finished like the station itself. You know, it looks alright. I don't know what it looks like in real life, but... Or maybe the Class 700 doesn't go there. Who knows? Oh, because I certainly don't. What are we? I think I saw a 50 board just before Elephant and Castle. But we'll have a 40 coming up anyway, so... I think it might be around the corner. Oh, we've got a board warning. All good. And straight after we'll have a 30, so slow down a bit more, I guess. And then 20 while we head into London Blackfriars. But yeah, hopefully now that the Thameslink is in TrainSim 20XX, we will see one in TrainSim World 2. So that'll be pretty good, you know, with all the layers. If, and that's a big if, they don't make it replace existing services. Because yeah, that's really annoying. I wish they'd, you know, put a bit more effort into the layering. I mean, London Commuter is freaking amazing when it comes to layers and services, but not asking, you know, every route should be like London Commuter. But yeah, a little more effort would be great. But here we go, London Blackfriars. Happy days. But yeah, pretty decent run. Like, nothing much with the signals, but you know, the AI was certainly great. So, you know, can't have it all, as long as we got something. Yeah, we'll stop here because these things always send the e-brakes on for me. So, yeah, not too fussed. Cool. Let everyone out and then we will see how we did. Could probably turn these off now. I said probably turn these off now. There we go. Yeah, probably don't need that as well. I don't know where my rear markers are. There we go. Whoop, nope, that's my high beams. It's probably that one. Got a bit to wait then. Yeah. Exciting times. Look forward to some workshop scenarios. And now that I pretty much own, you know, everything around this area, I can actually play the workshop scenarios, because unless you own the DLC, a lot of the stuff in them is going to be missing. So I'll probably check out what comes, and then, yeah, I'll probably do some workshop videos on it. Well done, driver, you have arrived on time and have given plenty of time for the train to be cleaned, ready for the next service. Time for a break, have a brew, and get ready for next service today. And also have some bacon and egg rolls. How'd we do? A lot of speeding, probably. Alright, 9:17. Not like I really care about freaking scoring, but bit of speed in there. On time. Bit of speed in there, Not too bad. It's good enough. Happy days. So yeah, I was majorly speedy on that one. And yeah, only slightly over for the others, so all good. But there you go. There's a Thameslink Class 700. And thank you for watching. If you like this content, then please like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you later.